Hello, we are back with another Cena episode of Charlotte on the Scene podcast. I got my main man, Aunt Mo in the building. What up, man? How you doing,
What's
man?
happening, brother? I can't call it. How you been, man?
I don't know. You've been talking a little fly earlier, but we're going to leave that alone, son. How you
No,
doing?
we
You
talk
good?
fly. You know that's what I do, bro. It's been a long weekend, bro. Everything good.
So much New York going on right now.
Hey, New York, this is West
Talk to
Boulevard,
me
Charlotte,
nice.
North Carolina.
Gotta talk to me
You know
nice,
what time
man.
it is.
Yo,
Nah, man, it been good.
we got two special guests in the building today. We got my main man, and my frat brother.
Yes, sir.
Kappa Alpha Psi
Yo.
Incorporated.
Let's go.
My brother Ryan Jor-El
I'm here.
and his beautiful wife Tracie Marie. How you guys doing today?
Good evening. We're good.
Hey, what's
Doing
going
well.
on?
In
Man?
a good mood. It's date night, so I'm feeling good.
Oh, it's date night.
Date night.
So let's cut to the bullshit.
Okay, what's
you
up?
You guys are on date night tonight.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? What'd you eat? How did it go?
So we love beef and bottle.
Okay.
That is our favorite spot in
Okay.
Charlotte.
It was one of our first fancy dates. We had a first date. The first one was not
I
fancy.
feel so bad saying that that's fancy though.
Well, I mean, okay, fancy food.
Okay.
Because the Mexican restaurant that was our first date is not worth mentioning, but beef and bottle, absolutely phenomenal.
Okay.
Yes.
Better than some of the other restaurants in the city for a third of the price.
Mm-hmm.
We know everybody there. It's a great spot. So so I think I would say I'm a wedge connoisseur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go,
I heard you say
Test
wedge.
the
I heard you say wedge earlier.
A
so I
wedge
was like-
connoisseur. So we test the wedge. And Beef and Bottle and 131 Main by far have the best wedges that we've had in 20 plus
it's
restaurants.
still beef
Easy.
and bottle for me. Number one.
I like
Number one.
let me tell you why I like 131 Main. Why are we talking about this? Well, I like 131 Main because the tomatoes they give you are very fresh. They put the coarse salt
Yeah,
on
131
them.
Main is like
Yeah,
that.
I don't need any salt and pepper.
That's a good
You know what I'm
restaurant.
saying? Like it's really good. So we had that night with the beef and bottle. We had they always have great specials too, by the way. So if you've never been to beef and bottle,
Yes.
great specials. We had they have a T-bone special for like 69 plus 2 sides. They had a
Half price wine.
half price wine.
Okay.
It was an 18 ounce. What was it? 18 ounce Kansas City strip
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
plus
good
2
price.
sides for $69.
Yeah.
So we split
Let me
that
ask you
joint.
something. What did you get that cooked at? I'm gonna
Medium.
ask you.
Got it
Medium.
medium.
Yeah,
you got
cool.
to
I
be
might
medium.
make
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
bro.
Well done.
We have class.
we don't
You're
do
well
that.
done.
Yes.
No, I said not well
Oh,
done.
that's
Not well done.
That's
yeah.
a rubber
Chewing
tire.
for days.
Tire. You cut the table. The table move while you cut.
Yeah, I see what you
Not well
cooking that at, bro.
So yeah, so we did date night and we came here and was like, let's see what they talking about. So
Yeah.
Well,
we're
that's
excited.
awesome.
We came for date night for you, so that's a big deal because
I-
date night is sacred. Funny story, not funny story.
Okay, go ahead,
it's
talk
funny
to me.
now. I almost canceled date night, and that wrath I got on that
Okay.
phone, it was subtle, but I felt it in my spirit. I said, let me go
I
ahead.
can't bring
I
the
don't-
chicks down.
Let me go ahead and make this dinner reservation a little bit later
Well,
to accommodate.
Apologies.
It ain't your fault. It's my
Okay,
fault.
okay, okay.
It was you. It was you.
Okay. But so you guys mentioned 131 in Maine. I used to go to 131 in Maine a lot.
Yeah.
They have several locations too.
Yes.
They even have one in Asheville.
So we like the Lake Norman one. That Lake Norman one is they don't
There's
miss.
one Lake Norman. I never knew that. So
They don't miss.
I go to the one here in Ballantyne, and I went. There's another one I used to go to, but the one in Ballantyne I usually go to. But there's one in actually Asheville too. I love 131 Maine.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. And Beef and Bottle I've heard a lot about. I just
Listen.
never been.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Our old Panthers coach used to be there all the time. I'm not a Panthers fan, FYI. Sorry. But
Who'd you team?
I actually do not have a pro football team.
Oh wow.
I
You
do
need
not
to
have
be
a pro
a Panther
team.
fan because I'm one. Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about that.
Well,
Don't
we can
even
talk
worry
about it, but
We'll figure it out.
y'all might as well be Cowboys fans if
Relax.
you're a Panthers
Nah, we
fan
not
because
nothing to
y'all
do
are
with them.
the most loyal people for no reason.
I agree.
We've been in 2 chips.
I agree.
We've been in 2
You have
chips.
No, you
2003
did. You
before the
did.
Cowboys.
2003,
Let's start
2016,
there. Don't
right?
start.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
moved
go
here the
there.
first year of the Panthers, Erickson Stadium, 1993. So I was here. All right,
yeah,
okay.
That was 96 or
So
something
I'm with
like
you.
that.
So it was
All right,
93.
no.
It was 93. 93.
Not too much on the guys. I'm listening to you. I love you.
But
brother.
look how
Continue.
crazy that
I
sounds.
love
You said we've been to. Not that you have 2 chips. We've been
Ain't
to
you
2
a
chips.
Giants fan?
Yeah.
Relax.
We got 4.
Y'all- no,
we got
I'm
4
just saying,
chips.
y'all got-
And we got like 6 world championships. I'm gonna you want to come over here with that?
Eli
Talk
Manning's
to
not
you
walking
nice.
through that building.
Yeah, we not
He's
doing
not
that.
gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Tryon ain't got no rings right
Is
now.
Eli gonna be a Hall of Famer?
Right, I'm
Yeah,
not
right, gonna be a
lying.
Hall of
Is
Famer.
Eli gonna be a Hall of
Hell yeah,
Famer?
he gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he
Hell
gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
all right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hell yeah.
I give him that. I
He
told
beat
him.
Tom Brady twice, so he's got to.
He
No,
gonna be in the
listen,
Hall of
people
Fame,
don't
yeah.
understand about Eli is this. Eli is 7th all-time in passing and 10th in all-time touchdown
But they
passes.
did everything
You know
around
what I'm
him.
saying? And then he got two Super Bowl MVPs and he has 2 rings. He
No,
coulda-
I give him
he
that.
coulda-
I give him that.
He's
I give
official.
him that.
No. You see, but his facial expressions were screwed him up. You could be Tony Romo all day, look confident and lose, or you could look unconfident like Eli and win.
Can I ask you?
I'd rather
Can I
win
ask
all
you
day.
a question?
Uh-oh.
Would you have had, if you could have said before the championships with Eli, can I trade Eli Manning for Tony Romo right now?
I would never do it. I
You
just told
wouldn't have traded Tony
he's
Romo?
Listen, Eli is 10th all-time in
Oh my
passing.
God, bro.
Listen. He's top 10 in passing yards and top 10 in touchdown
What would
passes.
Tony Romo would have did?
I
with
think
that?
Romo only has 1 playoff win, though. Am I correct? I think he's only got 1 playoff win.
That's
bro,
insane.
it's a,
I don't recall many.
He's only got 1 playoff win.
He got one
offensive
playoff.
line.
The
No,
Jets
he has-
against the
Bro,
Jessica Simpson
he
years.
has no playoff wins.
I think he's got one. I think he's got one
He would
playoff. He didn't
never
win a
do
chip,
that.
but I'm saying he
That's
got 1 playoff
crazy.
win.
He had
They ain't
one,
won this since '95. So
and they gave him a team.
We've
They
been
gave
to
him
the
a
chip.
team. Yo,
So-
bro,
so
that's why y'all
the
keep
Panthers-
losing.
Offensive
Panthers have been
line,
twice, you're
left
right.
tackle, the defense. You wouldn't have put Tony Romo back there, bro.
What?
Over
Hey,
Eli
listen,
Manning?
Hell no.
That's crazy.
Hell no.
That's you lying.
That's God's word. And I'm telling you right now, you ain't doing God's work
They
saying
put
that
the
right
gold in.
now. Let's
Bro,
get back to the couple. We about to
this turns to a whole debate.
you
It's
know
like
what?
it's
You
like,
know what?
like
Take that cap.
Skip Bayless
You super.
and Stephen A. right now.
All right, so let's
I
get
don't,
back.
I don't touch blue stuff. We don't touch blue
All right,
stuff.
all right.
We get off
All
on
right,
tangents, y'all.
Let's
Shit
get
crazy.
back. Let's get back on track. So
Okay, this is
so
great.
so
It's a great start,
your
by the way.
background. So right, your background. Where you
start.
from? Where you from?
So born in Toledo, Ohio, moved to Charlotte, as I said, in '93. First year of the Panthers, Erickson Stadium. South Boulevard was 2 lanes.
Okay.
I grew up in Roseland.
Okay.
I know y'all like what? Yeah. If you don't know what that is, you're not from Charlotte. It's fine.
Okay.
I remember Roseland, Earl Village, Clant Park, Little Rock, Piedmont Courts, West Side. That's where I grew up.
Okay.
In the West.
16, I realized I had a knack for fashion, and then I took a career in fashion for 20 plus years.
I never
working
knew.
for
That's
some
awesome.
Very reputable brands, and then I got into banking because I live in Charlotte.
Okay. Yeah, everybody.
Gotta be that.
That's what you
That
do.
makes sense.
But yeah, so growing up in Charlotte, overall seeing the city change. I've been here off and on almost 30 years now. I know I look 21. Appreciate it. But it's been fun. Charlotte's definitely evolving and changed. I moved back in 2016, and I run a nonprofit and got some kids, and I believe that marriage and family and faith are top of my list, and so I do everything to operate in that vein, and so it's been a good time, and I got a lot, but I want to leave a room for my wife to talk a little bit because I talk all the time and she doesn't. So.
Miss Tracie, you got the mic.
I am here. So a little bit about myself. I am from a small town called Conover. No one ever knows where it is. So if you know where Hickory is, you know where Conover is.
Okay.
Hickory,
That's
lots
me.
of
Heard.
furniture
It's like an hour.
outlets.
Yeah, all the
It's like an hour
furniture,
of Charlotte.
manufacturing companies, all that stuff. So I grew up there. My parents worked in the mills and all that stuff. And I was a hometown superstar in basketball.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I ended up going to school at a local college called Lenore Rhine. And they are in the Elite 8 for men's basketball right now. So
Nice.
pretty
Me too.
pretty
This is-
exciting.
So Miss Tracie, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I never heard of Ant before I got down here. Was he really a ball player?
Who?
You said Ant?
Ant Morrow?
Mark.
Me?
Okay, so you didn't ask me that because
I don't know.
So
She had no idea.
so here's what.
So here's what you said, Lenore Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had some big homies that went there.
Who?
I got a couple homies that went to Lenore Ryan.
Okay.
They're older. They way older.
Like, what's way older? You don't know who she is.
I don't know how old.
I'm older.
Y'all trying to trick me to ask
No,
me?
no,
I'm
I'm
telling
not
you.
I know
that's
that for
crazy.
real.
I'm saying she's older than us.
Bro, who is it?
I forgot. I had a couple older homies that played. I don't remember.
Oh man, yeah, she
They're
might
older
know.
than me. Like they older, but like look, we know about Lenore Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
it.
I'm in the Hall of Fame.
There you
In the
go.
Hall of Fame.
She don't say it on
That's why
camera.
this
This is
a
beautiful.
Talk your junk. Tell us about
Tell
it.
them about it. Stop it.
So I got inducted into the Hall of Fame last year.
Congratulations.
Position you play.
I was a power forward.
Yeah.
I was power forward. At the time, I was fourth in
Fourth.
scoring, fourth in rebounding.
Yep.
I'm listed in like
Top 10.
in top 10 of like free throw percentage, steal, like all categories, whatever.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
But this
man.
year, somebody did pass me. One of the players this year, she passed me in scoring, so I'm now 5th, but I'm still in there.
But here's the thing.
It happens.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's what she don't tell you. She's 5th leading scorer in women's basketball history at Lenore Ryan, but she missed 10 games her senior year.
See, that's
wow.
what's crazy.
So imagine had
She's
she actually
putting the work.
played.
Yeah, he's
you know what I'm
putting the
saying?
work.
She was averaging like 18
Yeah.
and 8.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So had she played, she would probably be still 4th, maybe 3rd.
I was hard-headed, so yeah, no.
It's all right,
I learned my lesson.
So-
and I still made it.
So Con over at Hickory, played Lenora. How did playing basketball and achieving those type of goals in women's basketball shape how you are today?
I genuinely think that playing basketball is, even though I'm not athletic in any capacity right now, like that moment in time is a huge part of who I am. It speaks to my work ethic. It speaks to the way that I treat my friendships, especially the people that I forged friendships with when I was there and still have connections with now. There's nothing I cannot do.
I love that.
I'm gonna ask you this, and because I went to this conference for the ACC and ACC and the SEC at the Spectrum Center during the ACC tournament, and we spoke a lot about how women's basketball right now is really spearheading in a different kind of way. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, you got all these different personalities now. They're getting paid, they're getting NIL deals in high school and college. And you were one of the people that really was on top of that.
Laid the
You know what I'm saying?
foundation for them to get to that
Y'all were the-
space.
y'all
Absolutely.
were the people that spearheaded that for them to get to that space. What does that make you feel at this point when you see these girls the NCAA tournament with the women, everything is going in the right direction?
So I'm super proud of them and of being somebody who's part of the journey to get to where we are today. But more importantly, I'm a mother and I have a kid who plays Division I basketball, and I got to watch him play in the first round of March Madness, and they got a ticket and all the things. So and knowing that he gets to reap the benefits of being on a certain level that we didn't get to experience. When I was in school, there was no NIL. There was no being on TV and commercials and all that. Whether it was Division I or II, it didn't matter. So now to get to see these women, and specifically my child, get to reap the benefits of the way the world has changed, I'm super excited for all of them.
I give you props because y'all really stood on that. We had the Charlotte Sting here. I used to go to all the Sting games.
Yeah.
Andrea Stinson,
Stinson,
Don
Dawn
Staley,
Staley. Yeah.
all them. So it's y'all really put that on y'all back for them to get this. And we did it with the men, with the guys too, with the NILs. But it means more. I feel like with women's basketball because it was so much.
So basically, so what I'm hearing more is Tracie, you could beat Ryan 1-on-1.
Nope.
for sure.
Nope. She cannot.
I put my money all on Tracie.
Let's do it
I put
right
my money
now.
on Tracie,
Let,
bro. And I
no.
love you, dog.
Listen. Let's do it right now. Absolutely not. She cannot beat me in basketball
Check
right
ball
now.
right now.
Okay. Okay.
I'll always
listen,
be
I'm
honest
telling
and
you.
accountable. I have lost a little bit.
Right.
Can I beat him on the court, half court? Probably not,
Right.
What?
because
No.
my back isn't the same. Like it's
Her shoulder.
I
know her weaknesses.
Age has got
And
me.
I'm still a guy.
However,
I'm still a guy.
mean nothing
if
now.
we're
No,
playing
no,
horse,
no.
hold on. If we're playing horse,
That don't
if we're
count.
playing, it does count. It's a game.
Horse and arcade basketball do not count.
It is a competition. Have you won in those competitions?
No, I've lost twice.
Okay, exactly.
Let's
We can
go.
make it
Y'all
can play a game of
we can
pig.
make it official right now.
What?
However many weeks from today, be ready.
No.
Because I will
Are
be
you
ready.
kidding me?
Hey,
Oh,
a vein
all
came out
day.
her neck when she said that, bro. She
Absolutely.
on you. She on
So
you.
It's probably one right here too.
so
Wait. Are you challenging me to a one-on-one?
We can.
We can televise this. This will go
Oh,
viral.
it would.
hey,
Easy.
Ant got the quarter hard, and so we good.
Got 2 gyms at the
Because
school.
you know what, it could be, this could be
court
an
at the
event
crib.
because I
What we
challenged
doing?
Ant to a 1-on-1, and I say I'm going to beat him, but he said I couldn't score, and that's crazy.
Oh.
So I'm gonna put
can't
that
score?
I'm gonna put that work on him real quick.
I mean, he
And
did play.
And then y'all,
He
how
did
much
play.
y'all do?
He did play with KD.
He would not score.
He did play with KD.
Like he really be acting like,
Hey,
bro.
hey, I played with Timmy from Southside. From Paisley Avenue. I know. I can
From
put it
the
down.
South
I'm from New York,
Side.
baby. Talk to me nice.
He did.
No, I genuinely believe, like, if we put it on paper, we are doing something on this day, I will be ready.
Because her competitive nature.
My competitive nature, you are not about to take me down. Absolutely not. I'm going to kill you with fundamentals
All right, we're going to.
all day.
Tim Duncan. All right, listen.
No, this is
it's
what we
okay.
gonna do.
It's all right.
Tim Duncan, she definitely going to whoop you up.
It's
Bro,
okay.
Look, you know what's so
Hey,
funny? All I'm here for this right now, Ed, is she's gonna beat her with fundamentals, and he's talking about sweeping the leg from Karate Kid. So
what we gonna do is we gotta
Because
he
you know
knows
my
all the weaknesses.
weaknesses.
Right.
I know where to go.
We're going to have an ambulance.
I know where to go.
You have a problem with that?
I know what
miss.
to do.
We're going.
I got one weakness. You got to know what it is. I got one.
Record it
I only got one.
1-on-1. Y'all going to 5.
That'll be
To
awesome.
5? Listen,
That's too much.
I need
Look,
7. At
he
least
already.
7.
Wait,
least 7.
that's too much. That's not enough.
5 is too quick.
Okay.
Oh, you need
I
like
I'll give you
11?
that. I'll give you that.
7,
7.
11,
7.
Are we
can
doing
go
for
7.
this is new. This is
We can do
See, that's what
7.
Ed
that is a whole event.
7,
Bro, I
man.
promise
I'll
you
be
people
right
will pay
there.
to see
We can fill some
me
seats.
and Tracy
Let's not
play
pull up.
Maya, get ready. I need to be
Wait,
trained.
Maya,
Oh, she already hitting up.
So
She already
Maya,
talked to her trainers.
so Maya is her
Maya
homie.
is
Maya
my
her
best
three-time
friend.
Hall of Fame.
She is my best
point guard
friend slash
in college.
3-time Hall of Famer.
3 times.
So she will get me ready.
Oh, she got Hall of Fame.
Maya and I already have a bet
Hey,
on
I
the
can
table.
get with you, bro. You want to get? I'll get with you, bro. I ain't no Hall
Yo,
of
this
Famer.
could be a whole thing for real. Offline, we'll talk about this offline.
Let's-
We can
Let's
we can
train it
tape
up.
it. We can tape it.
This would be a whole
Let's
thing.
train it up. Let's train it up. Let's get it ready. I'm gonna call on the sponsors right now.
What
Let's
did
get
I
it
do?
popping. Let's
That's
get it popping.
Sponsors watching.
Talk
That's
to me nice.
crazy work.
Talk to me nice.
That's
yeah,
crazy
let's
work.
get the
Real
sponsors in there.
nervous.
That's it. Oh, no. Because you put your money without this. So we're both Aries. Our birthdays are 3 days apart. So the competitive nature is
We
absolutely
can
there.
turn this shit.
So
Hey,
let's
we can do
that's
it.
a good segue. So you guys are both Aries. So I want to real quick. I want to touch in this power relationships. We talked about it earlier before you guys got on air. Being equally yoked, having the same signs, being spiritual. When I see you guys out a lot, it seems like you guys are very spiritually yoked, entwined with each other. That's important with couples.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like a family. You got to move together. You got to have the same type of type of goals, mesh your goals together, and move as one unit. How do you guys do that? How do you guys fit? And if it's too invasive for me to ask that,
Nah,
but like
nah.
when I see you guys, I really enjoy the way you guys move, your spirit. It's a nice movement. It's a beautiful movement. I want to give you credit on that.
Well,
How do you master that?
We definitely appreciate that. I don't know that it's mastering, but I think we allow each other to be who they are. That is something that most people, and I'm not coming against your women, but typically women try to change men. Men don't try to change women. And a woman cannot change a man, but there is one woman that every man will change for. And so for us, I'm a social butterfly. I'm a socialite. I'm well known. I've been around a long time. I've been outside a long time. So chances are we go to Walmart, Walgreens, or the club, or whatever on the weekends for date night. Somebody's going to know me and I'm going to know them. And she allows that to be. She was typically more of an introvert. Marrying me was crazy because I'm not. But, I allow her to be who she is. The way she dresses, her last relationship did not allow her, and I say allow, didn't want her to dress a certain kind of way. My wife is fucking gorgeous. And I don't cuss on camera, but I said it just now. Because people you want a baddie?
You good.
If you know what it takes to have a baddie, you probably wouldn't want one. Because I could be in jail every week fooling with her. But
Not with me.
I'm saying fooling with people because of the things they say to
Yes.
us when they're around us because of how she looks. And so when I say that, like, I allow her to be she is. She wants to be sexy. She wants to, show her tattoos off. She wants to put on heels and okay. Now, are there times when she tries to push the envelope too much and I'm like, yeah, ring that in, that's too much? Yes. But I still allow her to be her full self. I don't stop her from being who she is. And vice versa. I'm a socialite. For her to get mad every time a girl comes to me and says hello will be crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen. Like it's inevitable. Like I've been here a long time. And so I think you talk about we're authentic no matter what room we're in. Whether we're at R&B night, whether we're at church, whether we're at dinner, like you're gonna get the same people. And I think a lot of people have facades or put up a certain kind of whatever they think the public wants, and we don't do that. And so I think that allows us to just be our full and authentic selves, and we allow each other space to do that. So
Love it. Love it.
That's dope.
You?
You gotta repeat the question.
Oh, I forgot. No. So you guys spiritually yoked. How do you work within the relationship with that? Like I said, I see you guys out a lot. I see a lot of good energy. And it does seem very authentic.
Yes.
Where so like a lot of people do force things and whatever. I think that's what really, I think true love. When you love somebody, I think when they're 50 and 60 years old and they don't look the same, you love them even more because it's just the love is just that strong.
yeah.
And I'm not saying you guys look 50, 60. I hope you guys get a 50, 60 to love like that.
It's not that far away, actually.
Same question I have for him. Same question I have for him.
I got it. So
I was going on a tangent. I was going left. Like, Rod, where you go?
So yes, absolutely piggybacking on, accepting each other for who we are. But I think for me, I'll speak for me, being at the stage of the game, this level of the game, age-wise, I know more of who I am and how comfortable I am in my own skin. So that allows me the space to be comfortable with other people in their own skin.
Gotcha.
And not, so you said women typically expect a man to change and blah, 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 but men don't expect a woman to change. And no, I agree with you. Men don't expect a woman to change, but I do believe that men put women in boxes. And so you are in a stage in the game where you're not putting me in a box because when we met, I wasn't dressing like this. But as I've evolved and gotten comfortable in my age and just, I don't care anymore. So
We have
you're
nothing
like,
to prove.
right? So you're like, that's what you're wearing? And most women were like, why would you say that to me? But I know my husband is like, that's not you. You're covered up and you're like real conservative. So I can definitely appreciate that side of us being equally yoked where we accept each other for where we are. Another thing is that when we weren't together, when we weren't even in each other's lives, we were both going through our divorces and separated and not even knowing at the same exact time, literally, New Year's Eve 2020, we were both in our spaces at our homes, writing down or putting out to the world and God and the universe what we wanted out of life and out of a person. And it happened to be the exact same thing. So while people say equally yoked, religious, whatever, I wasn't raised in church. He was, but I believe in God and I have my own journey and he accepts that I'm not where he is. And I accept that he's way up here and I'm gleaning from that, but he has no expectation of me to be right there where he is. But at the same time, it was important for me to like somebody who had the same taste in music, who just enjoyed doing the same things or could appreciate me doing things for them, i.e. love languages being the same, because it made it just a little bit more simple in this world that is so difficult that, I can keep the house clean and all this and he's just going to be like satisfied. Great. Acts of service. It works out for us.
Yeah.
So many different levels of equally yoked outside of religion.
I think. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to jump on that piece as far as religion. Religion is one thing, but spirituality is more important to me. But I think a lot of times people look at, especially growing up in the church, they look at equally yoked as in the church sense, right? But because of my example of my walk in Christ, it has been, and yes, I cussed earlier, he knows. It's been an example. So my wife in the last
You're right.
my wife in the last year and a half has gotten baptized and started tithing and started sowing seeds and is doing a reading the Bible plan a year and and she said to me the other day, no joke, and I don't know if you said this. She said that God told me to tell you, and I was like, what?
You don't know
I
what's
remember
coming
that,
after
yeah.
that. If
Are
God
you
told me to
kidding?
tell you from the
Since when?
you don't know what's coming after that.
Because of my example in leading in that walk, she has come around to the level where equal in a sense. Obviously, I've been in church for, you do something a long time, you're going to be better than somebody at something else.
Right.
Yeah.
But if that person is continuously growing and evolving, then you accept that. I never pushed my spirituality on her or the fact that she had to go to church. Listen, we can do whatever you want to do on Saturday night. If it's 2 or 3 in the morning. But at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, I'm getting up and I'm still going to church, and that's how I was raised. So I think it's important when you think about equally yoked that it's not just spiritual or religion or careers. Like there's so many different layers, and then just knowing what your absolutes are, the things you cannot accept. I was someone who wanted my wife to cook 3 times a week. I was very adamant about that. I didn't want more kids. We had that conversation the first time we ever talked when we were dating. Had she said she wanted more kids, she probably wouldn't be here because I'm not having more. And I can't have more. So it's like, that's not,
You wouldn't have got that
that
thing.
we do it. So
You wouldn't have got that thing.
equally yoked. Yeah. That's $823 is
That thing,
best money I ever spent in my life.
3 days out of service.
72 hours and I was back at it.
Oh, that's what it is. If you want knowledge,
I'm just telling you, it's the way to go.
Listen
It's
to
a
what he said.
15-minute procedure, fellas. It's okay. You'll be talking to him about sports in 10 minutes. It's fine.
You check my
But
healthcare
yeah.
plan. Go.
Just saying it.
Something that's important. That's what I'm saying. Equally yoked is more than one area.
Yeah,
Evenly
for sure.
yoked. Let's
more
get
than
back
one
to that.
area. It's more than one area. What you got, man? I know you
No,
got
I ain't got nothing.
You
Nah,
got something brewing over there.
No, I was talking about that. I really was just listening to you. But no, honestly, man, like it's dope. Like in my opinion, like it's super dope that y'all found that. Y'all found that synergy like that.
Yeah.
Because in this day and time with relationships, it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not in a bad way. Some people like been together for years, or some people trying to date and find like that soulmate shit right now. Excuse my language. It's like not the same as it was maybe 30 years ago,
It's
20
not.
years ago. So now, because people have so many other options and so many other like distractions of what you think you like and what you want to do and delve into and age differences. So what y'all got going on is really, is really influential for the dating scene, for people to just see for the relationship scene. I mean,
Yeah.
like accept people for who they are. Everybody judge everybody
Yeah.
right away, and that's it. Oh, you did that? I'm not messing with you no more. Man and women, it go both ways with that. And y'all have found, basically, in my opinion, y'all have found like a loophole out of that shit. And it's like we need to see that.
A
You know what I'm
loophole.
saying? Like
A
the
worm-
kids,
a wor- a
the
wormhole.
younger generation need to see that for real.
So I'll tell you what it is, again, from my perspective. It is when we, literally the very first time we ever hung out, we put it all on the table.
6
Yes.
hours. 6 hour conversation.
And that's the number one important. Yes.
I gave him, this is who I am, and this is what I need or want.
Right.
And I also said in that moment, I said, I believe I'll find somebody who can accept that from me.
Because I was just Ryan from Red Lobster. She wasn't checking for me.
He was just. I was just going to hang out with somebody for.
She
an
was
hour
going to hang out with an
so-
old coworker, and
Hey, look. The combination
She
platter
like him.
was always crazy.
endless shrimp out
always
here.
crazy.
Endless shrimp.
It was kind of crazy.
But she's like, go ahead, finish, man.
No.
Admiral
I was
Feast.
just saying that. I think that is one of the.
Ultimate feast.
I think that is one of the reasons that we are where we are right now, and it touches on what you explained first. It's acceptance, but again, at the stage of the game, the level of the game that I'm in right now, I was like, I'm going through a divorce. I'm not going to sit here and be pretty and put myself in this box and pretend to be somebody that I
you're
think
not.
he
Yeah.
wants. I'm going to be me.
Yep.
And if he likes me, great. If he doesn't, okay, somebody else will. And at the same time, I was telling somebody, I think it was at our at Valentine's thing, I was just like, so much of our lives as women, we grew up trying to make men like us, make the boy like me, do whatever to make him see me, and etc. And I went into this relationship like, do I like him? I need to make sure I like him,
Did
because
you like me?
in my previous marriage, I got to a space where I was like, I love this person, but I cannot stand them. I do not like them. And that that contributed to the demise of the relationship.
The resentment and all those things.
So it was very important. Do I like this person?
Do you guys think social media plays an active, detrimental role towards relationships? Like, I mean, like, because like for two things, like one thing I see a lot, like, you know, when I'm scrolling, is like nothing is left to an imagination no more, as far as like women or men, number one, and then number two, it's like then you have another alternate reality where people look at it and they make themselves this super couple, and they act like everything is okay, and it's like it's all rosy, and then you know, I see like two extremes. Like, what do you guys think about that?
So I have a question for your question.
Oh, talk to me nice.
So in relation to social media and what everything that's portrayed to us, and you said nothing is left to imagination, men or women. So men, I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, men, you say nothing is left to our imagination. Women, we all have the same body parts. They all look different, obviously,
True.
but
For sure.
you will scroll and you'll like the baddies with
I'm
the
guilty.
layers of makeup and the work done, et cetera, et
Don't
cetera.
put me out there like that.
But
Aunt does it too.
you
I'm
want,
What do I have to do with anything?
you
I didn't say
desire,
a word.
you
I'm just
desire a
listening, bro.
totally different woman
For
at
sure.
home.
And then, yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
That's true.
But
I got both.
it's confusing to us women, because I will speak for myself in relation to, I've been in a situation, not in this relationship, where I was going through a breakup and then saw the person that I was broken up with liking a bunch of pictures of this chick at the pool in her bathing suit. And I'd never done that. I'd never posted myself like that. Can I? Absolutely. Didn't.
Right.
Dude.
So
She got that Clover, South Carolina. Ooh, it's coming out.
Kind over.
Yeah,
Newton kind over to be
Keep
short.
going. I love that country.
Talk
but
to it nice.
I'm talking
so
to
then
it.
during the breakup, I was like, let me post these pictures, very similar to what they were doing. Mind you, I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s. So,
It's all good.
and then when my pictures were posted, they were like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I was like, I'm confused. You sweating the girl who's doing the exact same thing that you're mad at me for. What's the difference?
Listen to me.
I don't get it.
Here's the problem. Not problem. Here's the difference. Women put way too much on social media likes and men don't. You know how we look at our phone? This is how we look at our phone. Tap tap. We don't. We don't. We don't.
No,
we look at it like,
What happened?
It's three
You say
guys.
It's cap?
It's three guys in here.
Cap.
It's three guys in the room.
Cap.
There's three of us and one of you.
Cap.
It's three and two
Cap.
strong women.
Cap.
Mama loving Miss Tracie.
So are you? So fellas,
That is not what y'all are doing.
Dog and no fight.
That is not what y'all are doing.
Fellas.
You don't even have to finish the
word-
sentence, because
the
I'm going to tell you what
wormholes
y'all are
arrived.
doing.
That vein coming back out her neck right now, bro. I see it on the right side.
You do
that's
not
it.
even have to finish the sentence, because I'm going to tell you what y'all are doing.
Just saying.
Is this PG?
No, not
is this
y'all.
PG-13? What is this?
y'all?
What is this?
It's PG-17.
Okay, so
No, it's everything.
y'all
Say
think
whatever
that you're
you want.
scrolling and just double tapping? No, you're scrolling, and when we see it, double tap. I'd hit that. Double tap. I'd absolutely double tap. That's
No.
what we're thinking.
right?
So when we don't look like that,
Yo, so wait,
Hey,
you're
we
saying
getting cooking
wait,
now.
so
Now
you're
we-
saying
let's
so
get
you're
into
saying
it.
when y'all look at pictures, you double tap and think you hit that? Or are you saying that's what men say?
that's what y'all say.
How are you telling us what we say? You're not a man.
Tell me you don't.
I just told you we do. First of all,
They didn't say nothing.
First of all, there's a lot of women I would hit. Let's be clear.
I didn't say a word about
Me tapping
nothing
likes
going on.
does not mean I would hit that.
Nothing.
Are there some that I would hit? For sure. I just said, are there some I would hit? I just said there's some I would hit. Hit as in sex, for those who don't know vernacular, because I don't hit women in that regard. Let's be clear. But what I'm saying,
We know what you talking about, bro.
no, they don't, because
They
try
know
to
what you talking
try to turn
about.
words. So what I'm saying is, you all will go private investigator and look to see how many times he liked this girl's photo
Absolutely.
and other girls that looked like her whose photo
Absolutely.
that he liked. And
I
what
don't know
I'm
what that
saying
part
to you is we are visual people. If it looks good,
Yes.
we're gonna like it. If it's a man in a suit that
But
looks it's
there's a
suit, we're gonna like
reason
it.
you
If
like
it's a girl who's half naked, we're gonna like it. If it's somebody
so
that looks
what you don't understand is like I'm going to the extreme and like you would do that, but what you don't understand is you literally said if I see a picture and I like it, I'm going to double tap it because she looks good. Well, a woman's brain is her titties are large and her ass is fat, and we're like, that ain't me.
It's Instagram fault.
But that's an
'Cause, like,
internal.
why y'all
Is that
gotta
an internal
show people-
thing?
While it's an
Yeah,
internal
my
thing,
God.
but when you're with somebody, you have to know your partner to know.
That's why I don't like.
You don't. Because I be looking like, did he like Megan Good's picture? Yes, he
Yes,
did.
I
Did he
did.
like
But she
Megan Thee
was
Stallions?
clothed.
No, he
Yeah,
did not.
yeah,
because she was
exactly.
wearing a bikini.
Well,
I know.
We'll see.
You show me that respect, and I agree, I appreciate that.
We'll see.
Wait,
We'll see.
can I
We'll see.
ask you? My bad, bro.
Yeah.
So look, hey, can I ask
We
you?
gonna go over time. I'm telling you, we going over time. We gonna go over time.
It's good. It's good.
We
We
gonna
got time.
Quality of the woman of the picture, the quality of the woman of the picture he likes. If he likes it, like if he like ugly, like I ain't gonna say nobody's name.
Right.
So if it's a beautiful superstar,
A baddie.
like Rihanna or something,
Okay.
you gonna trip or you chilling?
So I'm an anomaly. I'm not
Or
gonna
if it's like
trip.
some regular chick.
I'm not gonna trip. I'm not.
So I'm asking questions. This is a question that had to be asked. I'm out the way after this question. I'm not asking nothing else.
I'm not gonna trip. I'm just saying. I'm speaking for women
just
who
wanna know
I
for
know
what
are.
I'm saying?
I'm not gonna trip. I'm speaking for women who I know
The
are
cap up?
struggling. Are
Hold
you
on, wait,
capping
no.
me?
He got the cap ready for you.
You say you're not gonna trip?
Oh, who?
I'm just you.
Who we got tripped on?
You are no. I'm saying you're giving a whole.
Instagram.
This-
We talking about Instagram. We're not talking about in public and she is in your face. That's a whole different story. You see me.
My tripod.
I am right here. I'm
Can
right
I-
here.
Am I
Package
able?
for
I'm gonna ask one more question. Can I ask one? Yeah, she getting hot now. Look, she blushing, all kind of shit. The cheeks red. It's great. Look at him. He starts sweating. She got great. Boy, you don't watch yourself into some stuff now. Hey,
what's up?
Hold on. Hey, wait. So let me ask you this.
Okay,
Let's
now
see
for
this.
real.
Let's
And
see
my
it. Okay.
mom sitting over there. I'm gonna ask with the guys and Miss Tracie. Real
Okay.
talk.
Okay. Okay.
You like a picture of a nice looking guy.
Okay.
And he see it.
Okay.
How that break that down?
Have I done
And then
that?
he
Yes.
tells you about it.
Oh, he's never told me about it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you did, but if
Okay.
he did,
That's my
If he
point.
did, I would
that's
be
a-
like, it was a nice picture.
Oh, you about to ruin yourself.
No, I'm not ruining myself.
just wanna
I'm
break
saying
it
I was
down.
telling you what women think when we see you
I
all
know,
like
but-
women who don't
and
look
what,
like
and
us.
what I'm trying to explain to you is what you just said. It's a nice picture,
if you
regardless
like
of
a
what's
picture
in the
of somebody that
picture.
don't look like bro,
Yeah.
and he says something to he probably ain't gonna do. I know bro. But if
I lie to
he
you.
did,
I lie to you not. Right now, I'm about to get a picture of myself, put it on a T-shirt, and put it back. It's a nice picture. And I'm all right, we're back with Charlotte on the scene. We gotta take a little break. That was an ultimate exchange. That was. I just got my popcorn and sat back
I'm
and
here
watched it.
hiring trainers for the basketball game.
You wouldn't think that the couple who's so in love is going to have that kind of debate. though.
Nah, you're supposed to though. You're supposed to. But that's you know what. So
gotta go.
I'm gonna get on my nerd stuff right. Like I've been watching this episode, the show seasons called Vikings, and but one of the main characters meets a monk, and you know Vikings are into their gods, their war gods like Odin and stuff like that, and then the monk is a Christian, but so the main character, he's a Viking. He comes down to the monk's level, and actually the monk winds up, dying or whatever. But they forged a bond, and he became a Christian. And I think sometimes with people, whether relationships, friends, or whatever, you got to meet people on the same level.
Yeah.
Got to come down to people's level and just meet them on that level. Because I think it's important to do that, and that's about stripping yourself bare, showing your who you are as a person, taking your jacket off and being like, this is me bare, and this is how I am as a person, and having those important conversations. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to stay, in I think boxed up, like you said.
Yep.
And that hurts in the long run. And and I've seen it in life, and I think we've all seen it. So that exchange is what a relationship's supposed to be. They're not supposed to be the same. You're supposed to, have those talks and be able to do it and still go home and love each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's
So
date
that
night,
is,
so I'm getting some love tonight.
yeah,
I paid tonight.
awesome.
So.
That was awesome. He paid for
That's
that.
We take turns paying.
So y'all don't want to hear this story.
We alternate weeks.
There
We
you go
alternate
again.
weeks. Whoever pay week it is who's in charge of date night. But y'all don't want to hear that. It's
Yeah.
fine. We'll talk about that on different podcasts because that's the whole
That's
thing.
that's the whole going half thing.
whole thing.
Yeah, that's a
They
whole.
don't want to hear that. They don't
I
wanna hear
kind of like that though.
If he got
It's
paid
logical.
Thursday, Friday, it's his weekend.
it. Logical.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you
And if I get paid, it's my weekend.
That's it.
yeah, see, that's what
And it don't
I
matter
like
what we
that.
do.
That's the synergy.
like
Travel, whatever. Or like I'll pay for the trips
And I'll
and
pay
she'll
for
pay for
everything while
everything
we're there.
else. Yeah.
We need to have a real breakdown on what y'all just said because, like, on some real stuff,
The scales ain't right in it.
No, it's just no. Listen, no. That's,
Are you running into
Bro,
women who
can I say
don't wouldn't
something?
agree
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that?
no. I really can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because like just the whole narrative is man pay for everything.
Word it
And
right.
I'm not
man.
saying that's not like in certain situations depends on everybody's situations.
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But for y'all to be able to, and I was gonna ask y'all this. Both of y'all been divorced.
Yep.
So for y'all to have that mentality, y'all had to go through some shit to get to
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
That's different right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in a good way. You know what I mean? It's not normal, it's not the narrative, but it's perfect for
Well,
what y'all have going
Well,
on.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say this thing. I'm gonna piggyback over just saying, divorce is death. A lot of people don't understand that. And,
It feel-
and
I
it feels
couldn't
like
ima-
death,
I
and
ain't
it's
never been-
reborn. You're being reborn. At least from my situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
it's different because you're coming out of who you think you were, and I know from my experience, I'm refining myself.
Right.
And my voice and what my passions are. And I look at my mortality rate as getting less. So I have to be more happy within my life. I have to fulfill my purpose. And to do it again with somebody and have them as a companion for you to do that is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because they have to really foster what you are and what you're coming out of. It's like, it's like a butterfly out of a cocoon.
Everybody don't make it out on the side.
You say what?
Everybody doesn't make it out on the other
They don't.
side the
They
way
don't.
we do and
They don't.
still thrive.
They
so
don't.
I understand that.
They don't.
Yeah.
I tell you a funny story. I was in West Virginia, right? And I'm walking on the street, and I saw this guy. He was a homeless guy. I like saying, bum. Homeless guy. Looked like he was hanging outside of one of the taverns or whatever in Charleston. And so I was going through my period, and I was walking. My head was down or whatever. He just out of the blue, he just looked up at me after like being in his drug stupor and said, "Give her everything." I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
You said what?
He said, give her everything. Give her everything.
Yeah.
Meaning that he was probably going through something similar, but he
like
didn't
that.
make it out. Some people, they go through it don't even have to be divorce. It could be like a family situation or something, and they'll turn to a substance, or they just don't make it out of that wormhole.
Medicating, self-medicating, yeah.
So, they self-medicate themselves, and they just go into a stupor and never come back. I mean, a lot of people that are in the streets right now are people that just didn't make it out of a tough situation or had a bad situation growing up and just didn't know how to deal with it or didn't have no conflict resolution.
Yeah.
So with that, us as we get older, like, you're part of fraternity, you're part of Kappa Alpha Psi, and I like to touch on you real quick about brotherhood. Doesn't have to be about Kappa, but just brotherhood and friends. And Tracie, you too, sisterhood, being around friends and being around good people. And also how relationships, when they go bad, you lose friends. And then you gain, and then you gain, and then you gain.
Talking about your marriage?
Talk to me nice.
So I thought it was the second time in 2 days.
Not everybody takes that journey with you.
Yeah. So, if I listened to people around me, I wouldn't be married to Tracie. If I cared about
bar
what
right
people
there.
thought about me or my relationship, we would not be married.
Wow.
The support for Tracie seemingly came in as if she was the other woman who broke up my marriage, and that was not the case at all. Tracie and I have known each other for 9 years. We were both married at the time. Nothing inappropriate ever happened. We never talked on the phone. We never went on a date. Nothing. I'm a flirt. I never actually flirted with her during the time of us being married and working together. So everything else happened, excuse me, as we were going through our divorces separately. But I don't listen to what other people say. I don't care what they think. I know where I am. When I left my wife, my ex-wife, and I was the one who left, my therapist told me that my marriage was not a failure. It was simply a curriculum for my life. And so I took the things that I learned, the person that I was or was not, and made a declaration to get better. I wrote out my intentions for what I wanted in my next wife. I never went into marriage to get divorced, and when I got divorced, I never thought that I wasn't going to get married again because I knew that I can still do this. This just wasn't my person. And I think all the life's things that we've experienced individually and collectively has led us to this moment. Had we pursued something back then and we weren't married or we got divorced earlier on, it would not be as prosperous as it is now. And I know that. And so the losing people, it's part of pruning, right? So when you're a crop or something, you get pruned, you take the dead skin off, you become whatever you're supposed to be, and there's a harvest. And so for me, does it suck? Absolutely, to not have family support my marriage in the way that I need them to support it, to have friends who initially didn't gravitate towards her, who now are like, God, you know what? She all right. But it makes me say that you don't know who I am if you think that I'm gonna pick something that is not conducive to the life that I want to live. You don't know me. So it's not about Tracie. It's about you not knowing who I am.
And that's when you weed off all the people that don't need to be around you. And that'd be blood. That'd be the homies. That could be anything.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's real talk. That's what I was going to get into. Like, y'all both been through that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And for y'all to come together with what y'all are, that's a staple that people need to see in society, especially in our culture.
Yes.
Because everything it looks like divorce is everything bad, all these numbers, and then black people get divorced and all this shit. And it's like, look what they did. You found somebody for real.
Yes.
And
But
y'all built
people
it
don't like
through
that, though.
both.
People actually don't like that.
Bro,
you would think everybody was happy
that's why
for
you gotta be like,
you would think everybody was happy
it's
for
not,
that.
It's not for
They're not
everybody.
happy.
It's
They're
not
not
for
happy, dog.
everybody, bro.
Yeah.
That's why y'all came to the perfect platform, bro. We love y'all on here with this.
And it's
For
crazy.
real,
I'm
'cause
gonna
they
go.
did it. My daughter watched it. My daughter's 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? My
This is
sons watched
important.
this.
This is important for boys,
Everything.
but as a woman, I'm like, and raising a 6-year-old and 9-year-old daughter, like, this is. I'm sorry, 10. My bad, Peyton. This is important for girls. This is important for both of y'all, got girls and guys.
It's just It's
You got the
It's
youth watching this.
It's healthy.
Like, it's healthy. Everything is. It's all genuine over here, bro.
And the platform, and you know, I probably will have family members that see this and be like, he up there putting out. No, I
telling
shut
your
up
side.
for a long time.
You're telling your
It's
side.
been 5 years.
They gonna see it.
And I
gonna
haven't
see
said
it
a
now.
word. And now I believe God. We've done like 3 podcasts this week. I believe that God is putting me on platforms and giving me influence over people to show them the real deal. I don't sugarcoat anything. I've been struggling the last few months, and I put that out on social. When it's good, it's good. When it's not, it's not. And I'm able to give you that real deal. And I think people will see this and be like, he's talking about, no, I'm giving you my truth. I have not told my side of the story at all.
Bro.
And I believe the platforms I'm getting into and walking into are allowing me that space to really tell without telling. I'm still covering and protecting.
This is
when I
therapy,
share.
brother.
It's therapy, Doc.
For me and bro and mama love a little bit.
But I
this
need
is
y'all-
all therapy. When
just know-
anybody come on here, this therapy.
On the
bro.
other side,
Talk it.
It can be
Talk it.
freaking fantastic. You just got to put in the work, and I'm gonna let you go. But
Appreciate that, man.
people don't know the things we endured to have
That's
life
a
that
fact.
we have.
I appreciate that, man.
Got it, bro.
I really do appreciate that.
I was going to, so my answer to it, but I'm going to go in agreement with you when you were saying divorce was a death. It for me it was. It was absolutely a death. It was letting go of a story that I thought was going to be my life. A version of myself that I no longer want to exist in any capacity whatsoever. Before Ryan, I was married. We were together for 10 years. I was married we separated right before the 5-year mark. So time, energy, all that invested into a life. And when it came to an end, it was like, I'm 40 years old and I have no idea who I am or what I want. And I can't blame the failure of my marriage on they weren't what I wanted them to be, because honestly, when it was all over, I was like, I kind of don't know what I want and need. So I had to spend time with myself.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 35 when I got married, which has been taught to us as an acceptable age. But looking back now, almost 10 years later, I had no idea who I was. And so now, or not even now, but when I was going through my separation, it was like, okay, you're 40 years old. You cannot repeat this pattern. Let's do some work. And so, like you said, it wasn't a failure. It was a curriculum. I'm grateful for that time that I had. Disclaimer. I was married to a woman. So, you know, a lot of people don't know that. And while that looks different for the world, it was a marriage. We lived together. We raised children. We paid bills, all the things. But I'm grateful for the experience that I had, because now who I was in that relationship, I'm not that person.
You had to find yourself.
I had to realize, I had to look at myself, take the time to really look at myself and be like, it's not all their fault. Like, what did I contribute to it? And I was like, okay, yeah. I do not want to be this version of myself moving forward. I want to be the version of myself that I want somebody to be for me.
Gotcha.
So
For yourself.
yeah,
That's real.
I can't expect him to be.
Bars. That was deep.
No, like I can't expect anything from him that I can't give myself or be willing to learn how to give myself.
Right.
Like it's like the taking women out on a date debate.
Cheesecake Factory
Like
thing.
I can't expect him
Can
to
you
take
afford
me
Cheesecake
to
Factory?
Steak 48.
What's wrong with
Buffalo,
cheesecake?
Right.
Buffalo Blast.
Nothing. But
Give me the
but can
Buffalo
they
Blast.
afford to take
Miso salmon
themselves?
is
Right.
delicious.
Give me the
With
Buffalo
rice.
Blast.
But like, how can I turn my nose up
brown rice with
because he takes me to Red Lobster instead of Steak 48, and I can't afford Steak 48?
Well,
like,
well,
That
you
hasn't
know,
happened.
well, you know
though.
what-
That
well,
didn't
you-
happen.
Not happening.
but you know what though, it falls back into the false pretenses of what everything's like. If you see like nothing wrong with State 48, right? But everyone wants to take a picture in front of State 48 sign and show that they can afford to go there.
But can you? Because you didn't tip.
But
Hey,
hey,
I get like salads, bro. Like
Hey.
just to show
You got an appetizer
Come on,
and a
bro.
drink. It was
yeah,
$48.
yeah,
Stop it.
It doesn't, you know. It's just like I said, it's the whole, you know, the whole narrative of everything being this and perfect and status and everything else, and I've seen it a lot, especially in this city. I've seen it a whole
Weird
lot.
work going on. That's the bottom line. It's weird work.
I've seen it a whole lot. But I will say, and I want to, you know, a lot of people I have on this platform, I've had personal experiences with, and even though we're frat bros, I remember when I was going through a tough time, and I will tell you, I saw you, and I think I was in Imperial, and I was in my, you know, malarkey or whatever, and you always reached out. You said, talk to me when you're ready to talk to me. I understand it's a lot. And, you know, and I'm an open person, so when I talk, but I didn't know how to really, you know, express without being weak. Because when you kind of show your heart, a lot of people will look at you as saying, oh, he's not that tough. He's not as tough as I thought he was. And a lot of times you have to get that stuff off your chest. If you don't get it off your chest, it's gonna build, and then you'll explode, and you'll go it goes into another different realm. How did you guys pivot? I guess getting like, I know you said you went to a therapist, and people look at people that go to a therapist as being weak, which is not true, or or as being vulnerable. What do you say to people that feel like that, or may think that they're not strong enough to go get help? or speak or speak out about their problems.
Well, I think the crazy thing is that we view vulnerability in therapy as weakness instead of strength. It takes a special person or a mature person to understand that they need help in whatever arena that it is. And so I've been in therapy off and on since 2016, probably, individually, collectively, even with my ex. We go to individual therapy. We do have a therapist collectively. We don't really use him that much because we really do work through a lot of things that we can work through. There's like one issue that we still have, but we're working on that too. But I think, you know, there's strength in sharing. And what I've learned is based on the influence that I have now and what's coming, the platforms and the spaces that I'm in allow me to share a different perspective. And I get more hits and DMs and text messages from when I'm being vulnerable. And the video I posted, the 3-minute video where I didn't think I said anything at all in the car, and I was sharing how I was struggling, and people were hitting me up left and right. And thank you so much. I needed that. I'm in that space. And just my gift, my spiritual gift is encouragement. That is what I do. So my platform, the videos, they're not just, are they fun and amazing? But there's something to that, right? It came from somewhere. I'm not smart enough to think of this stuff. Like I get downloads and then I put out what I get. And so I think that's why God honors our relationship, our marriage, what we do online, because we're authentically who we are. We haven't done a video in weeks because we haven't been all right in weeks. So like I can say we're gonna put out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. and you look at it and be like, what is this? Or I can say, I didn't put a video out for the last 3 weeks because of this, and then we talk about how we overcame, and now we're going viral. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think for us, the authenticity of it all, you know, people that think that therapy is weak or sharing is weak is crazy. People that think that men don't talk, that's not true. You have to create a safe space and environment for them to share, and then they won't shut up. And I know that from the work that I do with Black Fathers Rock, right? So it's a space that we create people to be exactly who they are, authentically, no matter what. And we encourage you to do that. And so I think it's important to know, like, therapy and theology. If you go to church, that's fine, but go lay on somebody's couch for 50 minutes. It's okay. Your health insurance will cover it. Most of these jobs have EAP, employee assistance programs. They'll cover it, 6 sessions, 4 sessions, whatever. Everybody else use resources. Why can't we? So use those resources, and you pay for insurance for a reason. Utilize that insurance. So it's not weakness to share. It's not weakness to be vulnerable. That shows how strong and mature you are if you decide that that's what you want to do. And seek help. Like, no man is an island. Like, an idle mind is a devil's workshop, right? So if you're sitting in the corner by yourself for 6 weeks, something probably gonna happen crazy. But you get around a community of men, or community of believers, a community of people that have your best interest at heart, that want to see you succeed, then that'll get you out of that funk.
Fact.
Love it. Love it. Tracie, you
Speak
want to
them
chime
bars,
in?
my boy.
You gotta tell me the question.
Nah, so
Tracie, he said everything you was going to say. I don't know. God damn, what? That boy was preaching. He was preaching just now.
let's touch on Black Fathers Rock. That's something that you've been doing. It's been a movement that you've been doing for a while, and you're doing some good work with it. I just found out that one of the brothers we had on here before, Freedom of Ministries, you're about to be working.
Freedom Fighting,
with
Kenny
Freedom
Robinson.
Ministries.
Kenny Robinson.
We had him on 2 episodes of Kenny Robinson.
Yep.
What are you doing with that? Describe the movement. Talk to me nice when you do it.
You know, man. You know, we had a viral video that went out on our Black Fathers Rock page on Instagram, and it was a kid at a band concert, and he was looking seemingly down until he saw his parent in the stands, and he smiled and he brightened up, and we had some idiot in the comments going ham. Why is it a Black Fathers page? Why? Like, first of all, y'all have everything else. Relax. Second of all, this started because the narrative of Black fatherhood is that we are absent, we are not present, we are in jail, we are deadbeats. When I first started Black Fathers Rock in 2017, I went on Facebook to put an ad for my first annual, that's not a word. It's annual, not first annual. Inaugural, whatever, inaugural. February 2018, I had my inaugural event, and I give out awards to people in the community, Black men, specifically Black fathers that are doing great things in their home and in the community. And I put in all the buzzwords, Black fathers, Father's Day, African American, whatever. Facebook blocked my ad, because they said it looked as if I was soliciting for low-income housing.
That's crazy.
But if I typed in
That's
deadbeat
crazy.
dads on Facebook during that time, there's 50 plus groups on deadbeat dads.
Right.
So the reason we started, most things start because there's a void or a gap. And we started because there was no organization, to my knowledge at the time, that was esteeming black men for being present. Do we do things to get recognition? No. Is it nice to be recognized? Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And so we're going on our 8th year of recognizing black fathers in the Charlotte community. And some of them aren't even fathers, they're surrogate fathers. Maybe they're coaches, maybe they're teachers, that kind of thing. So we make sure we esteem those people because the media won't do it. The media talks about all these other races, but black fathers outperform their counterparts when it comes to child rearing. We change more diapers, we pick kids up from school more, we read to them more, we're very involved. We're not all paying child support, we're not on welfare, we're not like everything
Talk
is
to
not
him,
what
dog.
you think it is.
Talk
And the
to
media
him.
doesn't portray that. So because of that, we started the organization to make sure that you understand that black men are active and present. And I know more active and present fathers than non-active and present. I grew up without a dad. You understand what I'm saying? And I think, I say it all the time, the thing you lacked in your childhood, you tend to overcompensate for in your adulthood. And I didn't start out the organization to be whatever because I was lacking it. But because of my lack, it allowed me to thrive in this particular area. So every year we do an award show, typically Father's Day weekend, to esteem black men in the city of Charlotte. I handpick them. I have a committee. I'm watching throughout the entire year. But you can't just be a great father in the community. You got to be a great father at home. There's even an award that's co-parent of the year. And your co-parent of the year, your co-parent has to nominate you for co-parent of the year. So you can tell me you're a great co-parent, but if the wife or the ex-wife or the mother of your kids doesn't think so, then you're not getting that award.
I will never get that vote. But it's all good though.
Nah, you in a different situation though. Hey, cuz, hey, man.
I was in a group. You just
Come on,
to the
hey.
group.
I'll talk to you though, man. But
That's crazy.
hey, you my guy, bro. I see what you do with we had the babies on the podcast.
Yeah, my daughter be here.
That's
on Monday,
wild.
my 3-year-old.
AnthonyMarl's.org. We're gonna lock in.
Yeah, we can talk. We
You know,
ready to talk.
you already locked in.
Yeah,
You
we
locked
ready to
in.
talk. So,
That was
so
you
that's why I
dropping
am.
bars
So-
over there right now, bro. You sound like
why I am.
Nas,
Yeah.
my favorite rapper ever. You going crazy right now, bro. I love that shit.
It's a passion project.
They
for
gotta
me,
hear
man.
it.
It's a passion thing. For
That's
me.
that's awesome. 8 years is remarkable. Like to keep something going like that. You're actually two away from a decade, and to keep like a lot of people don't understand to keep going.
I was about to
know.
stop, bro.
Why?
No joke.
What happened?
Last year, I announced I was done.
You before last, you were going to.
So 2 years ago, I was gonna stop, and I got super sick, and I couldn't find somebody to host, and I feel like I couldn't make the announcement at the time. I just had to pull it off and be done with it. And then last year, no joke, I closed the ceremony saying that I was done, and I got DMs and texts and whatever, and no joke, Kenny Robinson
Shout out to brother
and
Kenny.
Ricky Singh
Robinson.
came to me last year and was like, "You can't stop. We'll do it for you."
That's
And
love.
so the 8th annual celebration is coming in June. It's a collaborative effort with me, myself, Kenny, and Ricky, and we're gonna put it on for the 8th time. But I was done because I felt like, and this is, she helped me with this because at the time of me starting BFR, I was married, but I was probably a better father than I was a husband. And my kid Peyton, the oldest, probably was more. I did more with her than I did with my ex-wife at the time. And so my life has obviously vastly changed. Now my kids are my kids, my wife, and I tell them that every week. And so I'm very adamant about the time I spend with her. I'm very adamant about like it's date night. I'm very adamant about even if y'all are here, like at 8:30 you go to bed because I need to spend time with my wife.
Gotcha.
And so I wasn't that intentional in my last marriage for a number of reasons, but I think I was at a different place in my life where it was a lot. I have a committee, but we have a vision. It's like your baby, so I'm like a one-man band in a sense. So I'm doing everything, the smallest things. I'm doing it all by myself to a degree, and I also got tired of begging for money, like sponsorships and all those things. So it was like I got released. I feel like God gave me a release in that. But to know that people care enough about the movement to say, I'll help, I'll take it over, I'll do this. You just got to do these things, and I'll take care of the rest, shows that I built something. And I also believe that it's part of legacy, right? That's part of my wealth journey, having a nonprofit in this regard. Who knows where it can go? So it's a blessing to still be going, 8 years later, especially when I planned on giving it up. But I think it's just a part of my journey and the grace that God gives me to move forward and the many things that He's blessed me to have in my disposal. So
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Not to
I'm
cut
sorry,
you off,
you
dog.
got- yeah.
I'm gonna let you go.
No, you got
I'm gonna
it.
tell you something, bro. I had my foundation, AMO Charities, for 13 years. And when I was about to get that up about 2 years ago, because it was no support like that for real, and them people came in and my manager, shout out my manager, and was like, no, you not stopping this. I said, ain't nobody helping me with this. It's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said, where the people at?
Yeah.
Like my people from my community, West Boulevard, they can't help like that.
Right.
I'm there for them.
That's right.
What y'all let up here? You know what I'm saying? And they said, nah, we're gonna hold it down. And they brought it back. That about 3 years, bro. You almost made me cry just now, bro. I swear to God. Cause like on some real shit, bro, them folks was not coming with nothing. Now we got some help. I can't say who we doing what we with the people. But bro, that's a real statement, dog. That you kept that going. Them people stayed with you on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in my hood with it. I'm like, I want to keep doing it. I can't stop doing it. And they said, nah, you ain't gonna stop doing it. We got you. And that's one phone call, bro. That's why I rock with you on that. Keep that initiative going. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, please
Swear to God.
please don't stop that. You know, we have to keep going, and so there's times when you face a lot of adversity, and God's going to test you, people going to test you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have to just keep going. We need that. We need it. It's important. And if you ever need any help from me or whatever or anything at all, or aunt or whatever, we are here to promote and help you out in any other way, brother. And what we'll do is too, when you have your event coming up, we'll put it on the sponsor.
Oh, thank
and
you, man.
we'll put it out there and we'll blast it out. You know what I mean? We always got your back. It's power in numbers. My bad.
Bro, we got you, champ.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
appreciate you.
You know what I mean?
Don't ever stop that, man. I wanna
Crazy.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know Mama Love is signaling to wrap it up, but I wanna get some parting words out for you guys. First of all, I wanna get my words out first. I wanna tell you, I wanna thank you guys for being on the podcast. We never have enough time to talk about everything, and I apologize for that. But I would love to invite you back. Especially when Black Fathers Rock happens, the next one comes on, we'll do a little thing before,
Sure, yeah.
and we can do that. But I want to thank you for being on this platform with me. Your support means a lot. Me and Anthony Morrow, thank you very much for being on this platform. I think it's one of the best interviews we've had. A lot of good knowledge, and the back and forth and the spirit of tonight was just awesome.
I'm inspired.
It was very, very, very easy.
I'm charged up.
Yeah, and I appreciate it.
I need more of that.
I appreciate it.
I love it. I
appreciate it.
love this.
And you want to say something? I'll let them speak.
No, I just want to say, I mean, like I said before, I'll reiterate what I said, and just the beautiful, like the connection, everything that y'all represent is beautiful, especially for all, anybody and everybody, but especially for the youth. But also in terms of y'all initiatives, I feel like that's like the main thing that I feel like that is going to resonate moving forward, with your children, with y'all, with y'all relationship, and then what y'all represent. You know what I mean? And I just really feel like that's dope, man. Appreciate y'all for coming on here. I'm charged up. I'm inspired. You know what I'm saying? Finna go and do some work.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's all love, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man.
Sure.
So you, man.
You want me to say something? I will leave with the parting message to be kind, be patient, and listen to one another.
Love it.
Like that. Love that. Sure.
That's what you got.
That's all I got.
I don't want to follow that. So listen, I'm gonna talk my talk real quick. So we have a dialogue deck. It's a digital download, 150 questions. Go online and buy it, okay? Ryan Jor-El, Tracie Marie, I'm sure it's going to be in the lower third. Please check us out. It's cheaper than tonight's conversation and all those other ones. No knock against them. They're doing great work. But these are we local. And we're going to give you some conversations that you could have. And it's called relationship talk. It's not about husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. everything is a relationship. This is a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Us and the media is a relationship, right? Your coworkers, all those, and the cars, the deck that we use can be utilized in all those instances. And then, of course, we're working on doing more of our virtual podcast, or virtual web series. I don't know what it's called yet.
Where can they
Relationship
go to-
Talk. So
yeah,
Ryan Jorel,
yeah.
Ryan Jorel, Tracie Marie. Look us up. Check us out. Tracie, Tracy, not IE, not EY, TRACY _Marie,
Yes.
MARIE, Ryan Jorel. Jorel is nothing fancy. I'll tell you what it means later. But I'm just appreciative for this opportunity. It's date night. We keep date night very sacred. But
They made us part of their
It's
date
been
night.
a great date night.
They made us part of their date night.
Legit.
It's the first
Yeah.
time ever.
It's
Yeah.
very
Somebody made a date night with us. We love y'all for that. Like, that's real.
it's very sacred to us. We're very intentional about dating, even though we're married. Our kids know. Is it date night? It's Monday. It's Thursday. Oh my god! And
Date night with the uncle.
That is how, but that's how they sound. And I said, when you get older, trust me, you gonna want somebody who does what I do for Miss Tracie, right? So I just want you all to know the life you desire and deserve absolutely exists, and we're living witnesses of that.
Yes.
So your job is to heal and deal. Heal the areas of your life you need to heal, deal with those things you need to deal with, and then watch what happens. So just know that we are witnesses of the life you desire and deserve. It absolutely exists. Don't believe what they tell you. You can have what you want. You can have what you say. Write it down, put it out there, and watch what happens. But also know you got to do the work. It's not going to just come to you.
It's fact.
You got to do the work. We are who we are
have mercy.
because we've done the work individually and collectively. When we weren't together, I was happy. When we weren't together, she was happy. But together, we're happier. My happiness is not contingent upon hers, and vice versa.
She finna
do
cry.
the work, heal and deal. The life you desire and deserve absolutely exists, and we are living witnesses. Ryan Jorel, Tracie Marie, I appreciate you all so much for
thank
having
you,
us.
brother. Thank you.
It's been a great time. We'd love to come back.
Yes.
So
Yo,
the
you're
first
gonna come
time I
back.
was trying to see somebody cry on the show. Man.
He's got emotion.
It's the second
Like,
time.
I'm like,
He almost made me cry at the beginning. I forget.
I
what
got
it
a little
was.
teary eyed, but I ain't gonna tell you about
you're
it.
not. I'm like, wow, I ain't talking some.
You saw it, right? You saw it. I was looking.
Let me see you, bro. What you looking like? Oh, somebody might cry, man.
All right, Sean on scene. We ain't cried. This is a wrap. We're gonna get off this.
Episode 47. You know what time it is? Sean on the scene. Let's get it.